Today we are going to talk about Ubuntu operating system vs Windows operating system. Let's start with introduction. What is an operating system? An operating system controls all of the program and software. Next, it sends service requests via predefined application program interface. It also can be used to share information straight by the user interface. Examples are command line interface or a graphic user interface. What are Ubuntu operating system and Windows operating system? What is Ubuntu operating system? It's a Linux-based open source OS. Ubuntu is made for desktops, computers, smartphone, and network servers. All of Ubuntu's software development ideas are based on open source software development concepts. Furthermore, supports all of usual Windows software such as Firefox and Chrome. It's also suitable with LibreOffice and Office Suite. Thunderbird is Ubuntu constructed email application to enables users to view email servers from Exchange, Gmail, Hotmail, and other providers. What is Windows operating system? Microsoft Windows, commonly referred to as Windows, is a group of several proprietary graphical operating system families. Windows come preloaded on most new personal computers, PCs. There are few versions of Windows OS, such as Windows 2000, Windows XP, Windows Vista, and now the newly launched Windows 11. Why is there a need for the Ubuntu operating system and Windows operating system? The Ubuntu operating system was needed due to the built-in virus protection method itself. Users can get extra security and privacy protection without any third-party solutions. The risk of getting hacked by hackers and malware attacks can be minimized. It is free for all users to download, and the licenses of the software were given. The source code of the software is open to the public, so the public can see how the software is functioning, which leads to the software being peer-reviewed. The Windows operating system was needed because it can provide constant support through regular updates, which is crucial to solve security flaws or vulnerabilities, improve software performances, and remove outdated features. It also provides some additional protection to users via liabilities and guarantees, so users will not worry about their operating system is not up to date and easily get hacked due to the flaws of security. Windows operating system has more superior applications. For instance, Groove Music, movies and TV, Windows Media Player, Microsoft Edge, and others. It is also easy to use and is more popular than other operating systems. The user did not require any specific knowledge to operate or work with this operating system.
Next, we are going to talk about the applications of Ubuntu and Windows. Both Ubuntu and Windows can be used to check emails such as Gmail or Yahoo Mail. Browse different websites using search web such as Google or Firefox. Both Ubuntu and Windows are also capable of editing, managing, and sharing photos and videos. Ubuntu can be used to create different kinds of servers. It also can be used for Internet of Things devices and virtualization. Ubuntu can support many programming languages, such as Java and Python, as well as operating systems such as mobile operating system and TV operating system. Windows, on the other hand, excels at gaming, as Ubuntu are unable to support most of them. Windows are also able to run executable files. Windows can also officially run Photoshop and Microsoft Office.
Let's talk about the special of Ubuntu operating system and Windows operating system. The special of Ubuntu operating system are Ubuntu is a open and free operating system. Ubuntu is hard to use. You should master a large number of commands. Therefore, Ubuntu has a monolithic kernel, which is a high-level virtual interface. Ubuntu is a first choice of all software tests. Next, special of Windows operating system. Windows is a marketable company, but not Ubuntu. Windows features a hybrid kernel. The kernel approach combines the speed. That's why Windows has a faster loading compared to Ubuntu. Last but not least, Windows is the greatest choice for gamers. These are the differences between Ubuntu and Windows. Windows uses more resources than Ubuntu. Ubuntu is also more secured and privacy-focused than Windows. Windows is a closed-source software, while Ubuntu is an open-source software. Windows requires to have an authenticated license, while Ubuntu does not. You can modify the source code in Ubuntu. However, Windows does not allow you to modify their source code. Windows has a higher requirement than Ubuntu, which makes them inaccessible by lower-end devices. Windows' default user interface is Windows Shell, while Ubuntu has GNOME as their default user interface. Ubuntu also allows more customization than Windows.
Let's talk about the advantages of using Ubuntu and Microsoft Windows operating systems. For the pros of Ubuntu, it has the benefit of being a free-to-download and open-source operating system unlike Microsoft. This allows customers to own and maintain computers without having to pay for software licenses or purchase specialized hardware. Besides, a tremendous level of customization and modification features are present, which gives customers absolute control over the system. It also has a responsive community that assists in correcting issues or bringing new patches or features rapidly, which makes it possible for users to receive support for troubleshooting and modification needs in spite of the fact that Canonical frequently updates its operating system every 6 months and provides long-term support every 2 years. Interestingly, Ubuntu works on a variety of devices and platforms. It also operates on network servers, Internet of Things devices, and robots, as well as in emulated or virtualized computer systems using a virtual machine or containers because Ubuntu supports OpenStack. It has been utilized by a number of cloud service companies. Other IoT device and robotics manufacturers and developers have experimented using Ubuntu to test new ideas and deliver innovative products and services. For the pros of Windows, it primarily has a large number of software programs or apps available in its catalog. One of several strengths of Windows over other operating systems is that it continues to be unsurpassed in terms of software variety. There are numerous software applications available for various consumers' possible conditions. A popular example would include programs like MS Word and MS Excel, as well as Microsoft Office alternatives. Video editing, picture editing, graphic design, and music creation are also available. Despite the fact that Windows is a commercial operating system, Microsoft's terms and conditions are less restrictive. Due to market, competency, and hardware criteria, building apps for this operating system seems to be much more reasonable in terms of cost. Mostly all hardware manufacturers will include capabilities to be compatible with the current version of Windows. Microsoft's software market dominance makes it impossible for hardware manufacturers to ignore Windows. So, if one were to purchase a random computer, it will probably function with the contemporary version of Windows, which makes Windows the preferred default operating system by most manufacturers. Most importantly, it's relatively easy and straightforward to use due to the cohesive look and feel of its GUI and the efficient and dynamic file system.
Cons of Ubuntu and Windows operating system. Cons of Ubuntu. Ubuntu needs specific skills or those who are experts to operate it. Command line was used in Ubuntu. The user needs to master the specific programming functions, codes, and commands. In Ubuntu, not all software can be supported parallel to Microsoft operating systems. For instance, MS Office or Photoshop may not run in Ubuntu, therefore users need to find alternative software to replace it. Ubuntu does not have live assistance to solve any error or problem that will be faced. When the user has any issue, they only can go to the Ubuntu forums to publish the question and wait around 2 months to reply or solve it from the public. Cons of Windows operating system. Windows requires users to pay before update to a new version or implement it to new hardware for the first occasion. Unlike Ubuntu operating system is free for users to implement and use. Besides, there is a different cost based on the version of Windows operating system like Home, Pro, and Workstation. Windows consume a higher rate of computer machine resources compared with Ubuntu operating systems. The current Windows version has consumed at least 25 to 40 GB of memory, unlike Ubuntu, which only uses 4 GB of memory. The customizing options of Windows are fewer compared to Ubuntu operating system, can be customized as we like. Windows user is not fully able to customize the whole user interface, as they only can customize themes, notification sound, wallpaper, icon, and so on. Thank you for watching this video.